things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
So the New York starting five. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Emmanuel quickly out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Randall with the bucket.
Well, defense is smart to get close to Randall, but he powers through it anyway.
Barrett against Wiggins. Back to Curry. From deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Barrett. We saw him with 29 points last game. 6 on the shot clock. For the three. The offensive rebound. And Robinson is right there.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Here's MP. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson did attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Brunson up top. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
Well, I think that's where knowing where your teammates are on the floor at all times is critical, and then being willing to give them the ball at the appropriate time.
And it's quickly missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Steps back and fires. Again, Golden State.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Brunson kicks to quickly. And the pass to Barrett. Curry against Brunson. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well,
Michael Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. MP's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Jordan Poole. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson's checked in for Hartenstein. Randall comes in for Toppin. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Rose. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green playing the forward spots. Curry is out there with MP. And it's Green in at the 5 roaming the paint. Knicks trail by 5. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Well, Draymond Green is a smart, strong guy. He was able to finish through contact.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Green. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Pass to Robinson. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Quickly. And to get open is Robinson.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And the basket by MP. Knicks trail by 8. Brunson kicks to Barrett. Passes it to Robinson. Brunson with it. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Randle.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Green finds MP. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle. And the Warriors making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Green, the pass to Wiggins. MP outside. 5 to shoot. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Brunson, here we go. And the shot goes down. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I think you pay the consequences if you leave Draymond Green's teammates open. He has a knack for getting the basketball where it needs to be.
Here's Brunson, and he dunks it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now a timeout call by Golden State. First chance of the season. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
41.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Randle and Robinson will be the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett is the 3.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Barrett kicks to Randall. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. MP, that's for 2. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And here's Brunson. He's got 16. Tries from 10. Off the left rim and out.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Buries it from 3-point range. MP's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. Knicks have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Randall left side. It's Barrett on the wing. The pass to Brunson. To stop the run. Green with the rebound.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Now, quickly. Pass to Randall. Here's Barrett.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Puts it up from 12. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Curry dishes to MP. From deep. Another miss by MP. Knicks trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Well, clever interior play from Stephen Curry right now. Able to navigate the traffic and still finish.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Thompson, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Poole subbed in for MP. And a new group in for the Knicks. Changing it up here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We'll see Wiggins and Green playing the forward spots. Curry is out there with MP, and it's Green in at the 5 down low.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And so it's Randle bringing it up now for New York. Pass to Brunson. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that one, good. Hart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. MP, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Julius Randle picks one up.
Third team foul. At the line for the Dubs.
Free throw good, MP. And the Knicks making a change here. Quickly's checked in. And both free throws good for MP. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And the basket by MP.
Well, the gravity that Curry commands, it always leads to wide open looks for the guys around him.
Runs in the pass to Randle. Kicks to Barrett. Going inside. A second chance effort. And it's Randle getting it to go.
Well, this is where the tremendous motor that Randle plays with helps him get rebounds.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
MP, that's for 2. Warriors the rebound. Green kicks to MP. Outside Curry. Wiggins passes to Curry. Shot clock at 5. MP, that's for 2. It's rebounded by New York. Fires for 3. Not going to go that time. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Curry gets the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
MP against Quickly.
Warriors foul. Number 69. Second personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for New York. Emmanuel Quickly at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. We see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge,
Great game tonight. You really had to working on the offensive end.
Yeah, man, I was just trying to stay aggressive. My teammates were looking for me.
And with every new NBA season, Grant, it's always fun to see which players have a breakout year.
NBA, it seems like guys always have breakout years. Usually we see it with the younger players, but sometimes it's with guys who've been in the league and are now in new situations. Last year, we saw breakout seasons for Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, and Tyrese Maxey, just to name a few.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Wiggins and Green make up the forwards. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's MP. Looney controls the rebound and the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Outside, Green. Doesn't go that time. Looney with some nice D. And watching Draymond Green play, Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer. Sees guys get open before they do.
And he makes a first.
And guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can.
And he makes both free throws. So what do you think the most important thing for young teams like the Rockets?
Well, B.A., it comes down to playing time. I mean, Houston has done a great job of playing their kids. But let me tell you guys, nothing substitutes for game time in the NBA. Learning by playing. That's what it's all about. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's MP, coming off a 31-point game. That one is off. Here we go. Fires the 3. And it's Green missing.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's MP. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here's Porter, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Tate against Wiggins. 4 on the clock. For 3, Smith. The Warriors pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside, Green. Pass to Tate. To the paint. And it's Green missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Green.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
Timeout call. Houston, they're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
And, guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Teams changing it up here. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. MP against Green. MP no good. The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. Green is the 2 with Tate at the 3. And it's Christopher in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Wiggins. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. And that one drops for him.
Staying alert and aware, Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, B.A., you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Boy, you look at Jalen Green, all the tools to be a star.
It may take some time. Now, growing up, he was always the most talented, but he is a gym rat and a worker, a grinder. So I bet on him to reach his full potential soon.
Shooting two.
The first one falls.
When it comes to Jalen Green now, it's obvious he can score. That's a given. But he's also a remarkable athlete. And his vertical really jumps out at you, if you will.
And both free throws good for Green. Man, some of the dunks we see from Green, the throwdowns are just insane.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, this young fella has a bright future ahead of him. He's got confidence. He obviously is a tremendous athlete. He looks like he's got the work ethic that's going to allow him to realize his potential.
And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Now here's Tate. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Christopher from deep. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. MP way outside. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Boy, I tell you what, that 7-foot condor-like wingspan of Wiggins helps him get to the miss and convert it into points.
Here's Christopher. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Here's Smith. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wiggins passes to MP. Back to Wiggins. Here's MP. They get the rebound. The Rockets have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Tate passes to Şengün. The shot off that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one.
And while they were regarded as the better team, they actually lost the season series last year. Of course, matchups play a big part in that.
Yeah, sometimes matchups do, but I don't think they're interested in looking at that. They want to come back strong and show they're the better team this time around.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
Timeout called. Houston, the Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Look here. Green's checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Klay Thompson, he's checked in. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Warriors, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. Three for the game. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Klay Thompson. Man, is he getting it done today.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Green and Looney together inside. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. Smith outside. Şengün against Looney. Green up top. And it's hammered home by Green.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
And here's MP from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Pass to Tate. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Out to the right wing. Here's Şengün. The shot comes out, so Golden State will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. MP, the pass to Wiggins. Tries it from 16. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Porter. There's the drive, and then Porter with the dunk.
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick and roll action there.
When you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he provides versatility out of the backcourt.
Bringing value as both a scorer and playmaker. B.A. KPJ is not your traditional 1 or 2. I think he's more of a combo guard skill set, and his athleticism makes him an X factor. He's very comfortable with or without the ball.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Green, the pass to MP. And the bucket is good. MP's got 15.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Timeout called. Houston.
Too many wasted possessions. He's getting in bad situations and then failing to kick the ball out to more ready shooters.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Curry finds MP. Rebounded by Green. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Smith plays the 4. Şengün at center. And it's Tate in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Well, you know, after he was jettisoned by the Cavaliers, Kevin Porter Jr. getting a second chance here with the Rockets. And they put the ball in his hands and believe in him.
That's good from Porter. And Kevin Porter with an opportunity in Houston now to learn from his past mistakes.
Well, B.A., controlling his turnovers, now still a work in progress, but all these early reps will serve him well long term.
Both good from the line that time.
Going into the league, KPJ was thought of as a 2 or maybe even a 3, but he's made it clear he sees himself as a point guard, and he continues to improve in that role.
Curry passes to MP. And the Warriors miss again. Boy, the Rockets really having a tough go here. On the wing, Green, the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds now. Green, the pass to Curry. MP against Green. And the basket by MP.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Curry against Porter. Şengün passes to Porter. Smith outside. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Curry. He's guarded by Porter. Shoots from 14. That one rolls around and rims out. The Rockets have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Outside Tate. Pass to Green from downtown. And another miss by Houston.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Wiggins passes to Green. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Well, Houston's shooting just 42% so far in the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Green for 3. Warriors with the rebound. MP up top. Green covering. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timeout called. Houston. They're losing by 17. 1:51 left in the 4th. All right, time now to present our New Balance player of the game, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, you have to tip your hat to him. I mean, the way he shot the ball from deep has just been huge. But I really love how he's worked so hard to get open. The preparation before the shot to create the necessary space was equally as impressive.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. MP no good.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out, executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Warriors.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Klay Thompson.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.